Okay, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the newly named Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and our home team. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. What do you need? Hey, gun. I got him.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 21. Here we go. I got you. Hey, come on. Get hot.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, gun.
Banjo. Mike 54.
Get hot.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's complete to Graham. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
One, Omaha. I got you.
Check. Watch 54. I got one.
Get hot.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Big stop, let's go. Check 37.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsay, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st down, Lindsay. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! Don't let him breathe! Don't let him...
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Philip Lindsey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Leonard Fournette. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Prescott down. And he finds McLaurin. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Terry McLaurin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you...
It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA! Philip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. They've got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with Fournette. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Prescott. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Prescott to throw on fourth. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Terry McLaurin with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Dawson tacks on the point after. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, alert! 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 Hey, gun, gun.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Watch out, watch out, watch out. 21, 21. Here we go.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Danny, 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 Danny.
Black.
53 to Mike.
12, 12.
53. Crunch time, defense.
Hey, Echo. Get out.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Stop your whining.
I I got you.
Balaj. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, gun.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
21.
53's the Buzz. I know he ain't got it.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Garoppolo and the offense with a first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
I got you.
On first down, Lindsey. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Rashaan Evans on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Hey, orbit. Hey, go, man.
Throwing on second and 8. Garoppolo. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Play action now, Prescott. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. That first down completion only netted them 3. Second and 7. Fournette running right. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Garoppolo in the offense with a first and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Garoppolo. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they've run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Sponge! 21, 21. 12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, it's Fournette. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Here we go. What do you need? 53, Mike. I got this. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 2nd and a couple, Garoppolo. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
53, Mike 53. Focus, defense.
Now it's Lindsey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, box truck.
Let's go, defense.
I got this.
Here we go.
Mike, 53.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Vikings. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. The 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Let's go.
6, 6.
53, Mike 53.
I got it.
Showing up.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Garoppolo now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They run it with Balaj. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter.
11. White.
Check 31, check 31. Kill.
49, check 49.
11.
Flare. Tight dog.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep you on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Another run by Lindsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Watch the screen. Chef.
I got this.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. But now it's 3rd down.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Patrick Owasor. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Prescott to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Watch the screen. I got you. Back.
On 1st down, Lindsey. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
You got it. You got it.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
12, fellas, here we go.
53 is mine.
11.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Get off the field.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he finds McLaurin. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Minnesota. 57 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Your track, your track. Switch, switch.
21. Hey, gun.
Go get him.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
65.
A 2-yard pickup.
I got you.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that's complete. It's Watson. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 12.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, man.
Hey, wahoo.
53's Mike.
2. Hey, gun.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.